similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Towns. 5 to shoot. Edwards kicks to Towns. And the 3 off target. George against Edwards. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. Fires from deep. And the 3 ball is good.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Here's George following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Over Edwards. And rebounded by McDaniel.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the rejection by Zubac. Russell against Leonard. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. McDaniels passes to Towns. Takes a 3. Morris with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Nice D from Russell. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep field. Back to Edwards. Banked in off the glass.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Edwards from the arc. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. George, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Plenty of space. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson passes to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Edwards to the left side wing. Towns kicks to McDaniel. 4 on the shot clock. They get it again. Out to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Towns wide open. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Clippers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And stolen by Russell. Gobert the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Outside for George. To the hoop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Now, here is Russell. Towns in the corner. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. With the drive and the pass to Gobert. Edwards against George. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Towns. Fires the 3. And that one is off. 1/4 in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 2. From Target Center, back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Edwards, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Jackson finds Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Towns for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 1. Outside, Russell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Fires for 3. And it's Russell missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Russell passes to Gobert. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Edwards. Paul George with the steal. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
A 3 from George. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very good at making
the dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And here's George. He's got 7. Misses the 3. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And it's Russell in the corner. Towns with it. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Towns has got 6.
Dominant on the boards. Karl-Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
To the paint, it's stolen by Gobert. An even 3-on-3 break. Edwards can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Zubac's in the post. Working on McDaniels. Zubac's no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Towns is double. From the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McDaniels got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
And the wide-open shot for Morris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now, here's McDaniels. Outside, Towns. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Minnesota on top. They stormed through the end of the quarter. Thank you, David. And we'll be... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward. Ball passes to Powell. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Covington wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3 ball. Covington's got the first points of the second half here for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, it's just a step in the right direction.
Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Powell. Outside, Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Oh, that's a big-time move right there by John Wall. Go to work.
Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. No points in the game yet for him. Reed with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's McLaughlin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Prince penetrating. They get a hand on it. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Outside Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged. Puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Now Reed. Covington with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Stolen by Anderson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Prince with the ball. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles leading by 3. Wall dishes to Batum. Pass to Man. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Man's got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Doors for an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
That one misses. Here's Los Angeles now. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Now, Wall. Stolen by Reed. To the middle. Here's Noel. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And here's Wall. Just a man. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Stolen by Anderson.
Great D there. Just quick hands on that one.
Noel passes to Reed. Here's Noel. Defended by Batum. Going inside. Pulls it up. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Down low. Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. The pass to Noel. For the lead. And he lays it up and in. Noel's got 4 this quarter.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they'll get another chance. Shot to stop the run. Wall, no luck. Prince with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Anderson kicks to Reed. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Yep, it counts.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Tie game in Minnesota. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Jackson against Russell. Outside, Towns. Out to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. He feeds it to Gobert. Paul George with the steal.
And, you know, you can see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over it.
No good from Zubac. Now here's Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 10 points for Anthony Edwards.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Kicks it to Towns. It's up a 3. Oh, they get it back. Here's Gobert. He doesn't hit that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
Leonard attacking, and he gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Russell looking around. Over in the corner, Edwards. There's McDaniels. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers leading by 3. He kicks it to George. Nifty move. And a missed layup. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Russell high post. Now Gobert launches a 3. You can't get that one to fall.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Back to Towns. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And he drives in. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Edwards can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back ball here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Towns with the steal. 1-on-1 here. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Outside Jackson. Leonard. Good.
No, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Russell kicks to Towns. Gobert with a steal on Morris. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. To tie it up. Rebound by the Clippers. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George passes to Leonard. Jackson finds Leonard. to Jackson. This is it to Leonard. From deep, George. That shot off, and the Timberwolves call timeout. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. David, thank you as always.
And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Now here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bain. Shot clock at 6. Brooks outside, on the take. Pass to Bain. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First team foul.
That free throw misses.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
They get it back. Outside for Moran. Here's Jackson. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Russell. And stolen by Moran. Jackson with it. Russell covering. Here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Here's Towns. McDaniels, a screen on Jackson. Towns passes to McDaniels. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Moran against Russell. Pass to Bain. Jackson with it. On the wing, Brooks. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Edwards. And stolen by Bain. Here's Morant. There's the drive.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, the swat by Adams. Left side, Morant. Out left to the wing. Outside Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Second shot opportunity. And that one's long. Here's Towns. Out to the right wing. Down low. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Towns. He takes it in. And it's powered home by Towns.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
Moran against Russell. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Outside for Russell. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels can't hit.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Brooks. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels passes to Russell. Pass to Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And here's Adams, defended by Gobert. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
How about the bounce?
We could call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Brooks outside. Takes the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Takes a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant against Russell. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 6 points.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brooks from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Adams. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Russell. High post Towns. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Ja Morant picks one up.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, have to lead by example.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Morant against Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. The 3 from Russell.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. From downtown. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now here's Russell. Now here's Edwards. Pulls it. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 4 points in the quarter. For Memphis, they've got just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
No coverage that time.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Outside Edwards. A minute 20 left in the first half. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Adams. Guarded by Edwards. Adams, the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
58 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Taking 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. 55 seconds left in the first half. Now Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Russell. Outside McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Brooks. The offensive rebound. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Morant with it. He's got 9. Left side Bain. Brooks, the pass to Bain. For 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's McDaniels. Oh, stolen by Morant. 3-pointer, Brooks. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2.
17.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Taurean Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Williams. Outside Jones. For the lead. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. And he'll draw the foul. We'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Then he drops it first.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jones.
Jones hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Reid with it. Over Clark. And that one hits the back iron.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
He
clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Conchar into the lane, and there it is for him.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Grizzlies foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Noel. And the layup is good. Noel's got his first points of the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Jones. Back to Conchar. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. Memphis calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Noel. Here's Anderson. Count the basket.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. From deep. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Sinks it from distance. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Prince. Here's McLaughlin. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Conchar. The three. Minnesota with a rebound. On the wing, Noel. Here's Prince. Kicks it out to Anderson. And stolen by Williams. Jones with the ball. On the wing, Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Clark. Outside, Williams. Outside, Jones. The three. Sinks the tray. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel drives in. And stolen by Clark. Right side, Green. Pass to Conchar. 19 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. That one's good. This game is all even.
Assisted by Tyus Jones.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel with 2 seconds left. The shot comes out. Tie game in Minnesota. to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Well, the Grizzlies shooting around 41% on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. Kicks it out to Jackson to take the lead. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. Minnesota's shooting is around 55% so far. McDaniels finds Towns. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks left side. This one for three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
No good on the free throw.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Here's Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Morant against Russell. Back to Morant. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Jackson. The three ball. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. Now Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. And he gets it back to the left wing. The three from Russell. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Morant with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. And slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Here's Bain. And that one is hammered home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Outside Russell. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, and Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big-time bucket.
Outside Bain. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Baseline jumper. They get it back. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Huge bucket from Gobert. Answering the call when his team needs it.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting from Memphis. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that That gives them a lead.
And it's critical. Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine. He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Outside Russell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Payne against Edwards. Outside for Brooks. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Anthony Edwards.
The officials were right on top of that.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Oh, he nails it! Oh, an enormous three-pointer!
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Will Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
From the free throw line, John Morant is good, but I think he wants to be great.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And Minnesota calls time here. They trail by 3. There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
live. And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. And that's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
From downtown, good on the three-point shot.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each trade that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Now here's Jackson inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Jackson kicks to Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And it's George finishing it off.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down. In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Jackson. Outside for George. And George with the stop.
What a good job by Reggie Jackson, just finding the shooter and feeding.
Grizzlies have got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers. He led the team in both points and assists.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Bain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so he hits both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Jackson. A 3-ball. Morris, no good. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Morant finds Bain. Morant drives in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Morant passes to Bain. 1:44 left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Brooks. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Clippers trail by 10. Outside, George. Over Bain. And it's George missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And Desmond Bain, good for 3. Bain's got 7 points in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything up there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers and they're capitalizing on it.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. To the inside. And the rejection by Jackson. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 9-point game. Brooks kicks to Morant. Back to Brooks. Jacks up a three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. He's got 10.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Morant passes to Adams. Out to Morant. Off target with his three.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
It's been all about Dylan Brooks for the Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. George passes to Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant drives in. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Here's George. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Paul George with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Leonard kicks to Morris. He dishes it to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. 11 feet away. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down. So you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Memphis leading by 12. At the elbow, it's Jackson. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Jackson passes to Zubac. The layup missed. Memphis has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Payne finds Morant. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Payne. Over George. Payne, no good. Clippers trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard, no luck. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First 2.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Bain. And Adams kicks to Jackson. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Jackson beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, you appreciate Zubats' focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubats, one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. While other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubats looking to get deep into the paint. Look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Grizzlies have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And you can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Here's Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Brooks outside. Here's Adams. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson passes to Morris. And here's George for 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking hopeless.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Morant. He's got 7. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Grizzlies lead by Spanky David for that interview.
21. The Grizzlies, 28.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard. Covington dishes to Batum. The kick out to Wall. Powell for 3. The shot will not fall. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Conchar. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Wall passes a pop. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
The kick out to Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on John Wall.
Yeah, easy call.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Williams. Both good from the line that time. Clippers trail by 10. All with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes to Powell. The three. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Man. And the rejection by Clark. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. Out to the wing. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Clark outside. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that is what he does, just deadly beyond the arc. Green is one of those guys you cannot afford to leave for a second.
Wall dishes to Batum. Covington wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Conchar. And Robert Covington picks up the foul.
Robert Covington.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Clark. Batum with the steal.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
The ruling on the floor stands.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put in a place to win.
And he banks in the lane. Conchar's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And Wall kicks to Covington. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the 3-pointer. Covington's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. 1:30 left in the third. Williams inside. Covington's there. And Memphis with another turnover here. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. The pass to Man. Stripped away. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Clark. Crafty move. Great D that time from Batum. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And stolen by Williams. Clark against Batum. And the wide open shot from Green. The Grizzlies with another miss. clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Williams hits the green. It's Jones on the way. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Clark. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
He had a nice open look right there. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
Covington must prefer that. He gets a great rhythm on the catch and shoot.
Hit the crossover. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And that shot was huge as they tried to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Memphis out in front, leading by 4. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Bain with it. Guarded now by Morris. Brooks outside. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. To the paint for the finish. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant with a wide open look. Here's Adams. Up top, Bain. From deep. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Memphis has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Jackson passes to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Leonard. On the corner. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Adams outside. Morant pushes to Adams. Brooks the pass to Jackson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The Clippers trail. Now Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. Shakes him. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Jackson against Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. George dishes to Morris. Sweet move. And he sinks the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, important points from Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Outside Jackson. to Bain. He kicks to Adams. Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bain for 3. Here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You think Adams is a smart target for a foul, but he might just surprise you.
So neither attempt will fall that time frame. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. George. That one, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant gets to Adams. And the rejection by Zubats. Down low, here's George. Misses from short range. Memphis trailing here. Takes it off the glass.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jackson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just after a 3-point play. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
But we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And a wide open look for Payne. Offline with his 3. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They lead by 4. Hunted on the wing. Stolen by Brooks.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Right side Leonard. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
No question.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Russell. And it's Morris penetrating. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he's able to get it back. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable. High percentage look right off the bat.
Jackson against Russell. The kick out to Morris. Pass to George. Zubac with it. George finds Zubac. Stolen by Russell. McDaniels with it. Jackson in his pocket. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Offensive rebound to the wing, right side. Tries again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
He's perfect from the line this time. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. From deep three-point range. Here's Gobert. Another shot. And the layup is good.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
The crossover, Leonard.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
The line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw.
He hits the second from the line. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's Russell following the score by the Clippers. Right side Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gobert's got 6.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Pass to Jackson. Edwards against George. Banked it in off the glass. 6 points for him.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite at his position.
Russell finds Towns. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top 3-point shooters in the game.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
McDaniels inside. Leonard defending. McDaniels can't hit.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Jackson. It's deflected.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Pass to Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Jackson. Back to George. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Right side, Russell. That one a little long. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers, hunting for opportunities. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson outside, fires the three, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Morris against Towns. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. Pass to Leonard from behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Towns. Outside Russell. Back to Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Jackson with it. He's got 5. Inside. Here's Zubac. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. He got a piece of it. Jackson on the wing. Started by Russell. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting the toughness on full display. Jackson's not afraid to go up strong against opponents.
And that one falls for Jackson. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Gobert with it. He's guarded by Zubac. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer. Offensive board. Russell. Tipped. George outside to the inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Stolen by Jackson. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Jackson on the wing. Back to George. Russell against Jackson. Ball stolen. Towns for 3. Here's Edwards. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Edwards has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Here's Zubac. Goes back up. Pass to Leonard. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. from deep three-point range. The shot by Towns, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kicks it to George. Back to Jackson. George against Edwards. George passes to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it. Get to the ball just a moment late.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. 44 seconds left in the second period. Powell outside. Fires the 3. Man, misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Noel. Powell covers. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Batum outside. Here's Powell. And it's Noel with a rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Anderson.
Boy, he's a lockdown defender, has been since he's been in the league. Active and assertive and smart in how he defends, too.
Thanks very much, Alan. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. Shot clock at 2. Here's Wall. No good on his first attempt of the game. The Timberwolves trail.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Reid. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Nick Batum, and teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Here's Covington, lays it up and banks it in, and the Clippers lead by 5.
You know, even from that close in, Covington's got to maintain his poise against that kind of tight defense.
Pass to Prince. Down low. A slam dunk by Reid.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Outside Covington. Drops in the 3. Covington's got 5 now.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Outside Anderson. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Here's Noel. There's the 3. Covington grabs the board.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
McLaughlin with the rebound.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
Outside Anderson. Here's Prince. it's the Clippers with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Batum. Doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Anderson. Here's Reed. Guarded by Batum. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's Man beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Pass to Noel. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Now Reed. And he makes it on the layup. Reed's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Wall, the pass to Batum. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And, you know, Nick Batum's length provides a huge bonus to his team. He's able to play and guard multiple positions.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Noel. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Wall, the pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Inside. Pass to Man. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move.
Wow. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Reed, and stolen by Covington.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Wow, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Noel. Anderson for 3. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers leading by 6 as we wrap up. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota shooting at about 44% so far. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Second chance effort. In deep, Edwards drops it in.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Jackson against Russell. Now here's George. It's tipped. Here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Kicks it to George. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
Russell, the pass to Towns. misses. Had a chance to tie it. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. Morris down low. Towns on him. Here's Jackson. No good on the shot. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. McDaniels with it. Guarded now by Morris. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Pass to Towns. And here's McDaniels. Leonard defending. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Jumps up. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Outside Edwards. Yep, that one's good.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Out to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. Got a hand on it. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. The kick out to Morris. Plenty of space. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Towns against Morris. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns finds Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Outside Russell. They get it again. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch. He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now George. Leonard passes to George. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 is up.
And, you know, on the defensive end, that's the intensity Russell's coaches want to see more of from him.
That 3's off the mark. Picked his pocket. So the Clippers win it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Smitty, these teams are just packed with exciting young players, but they're both these teams still refining their squads.
Kevin, these could be the teams of tomorrow. They just need some more polish and experience, and that's something you can only get with hard work and time.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. And stolen by Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morant. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here is Russell. Now, here's McDaniel. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Ball's not loose. The kick out to Towns. Back to Gobert. And slammed down by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now here's Jackson. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Out to Brooks, to the middle. Now here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely. Here's Edwards, outside Towns. Out to Edwards. From outside the arc. Here's Gobert. Passes it to McDaniels. Russell against Morant. Payne with it. From past the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. First quarter of ball was 2.5 minutes in. Morant outside. And there's the drive. Brooks outside. Jackson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And that one comes up a bit short. Timberwolves leading by 4. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Russell against Morant. To end the cool streak. Can't hit that one. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies.
One more time, go.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Russell from long range. Offensive rebound. Gobert, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And here's Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Edwards launches it from deep. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Morant drives in. And the layup is good.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Outside Edwards. Over Payne. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And he jams it with authority.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to McDaniel. Here's Russell. Tries again. McDaniels passes to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Nailed from three-point land.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Put your hands together for Grizzlies Month Youth Dance Team. What a song.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Here's Morant. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Here's Russell driving to the basket.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Morant against Russell. Here's Jackson with the 3. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Edwards against Bain. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Right side Bain over Edwards. Bain, no good. Timberwolves leading by 9. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. The Grizzlies shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Morant kicks to Bain. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Russell gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
There's the pass to Bain. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Brooks kicks to Bain. Morant outside. Lets it go with a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Morant's got 7 points.
Gotta honor Morant's 3 ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
All alone. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Edwards. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. And stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards dishes to Towns. Stolen away. Bain with it. Picked up by Edwards. Back to Bain. Gobert against Morant. And And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Outside Edwards. Here he goes.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
This is his first free throw of the game.
How about last season? He made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Good on the second free throw.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Left side, Bain fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Morant passes to Brooks. Here's Bain. Pass to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Passes to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Williams is out there with Clark, and it's Green. Then it's Tyus Jones, and it's Conchar into the 2 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
After all these years, Danny can still get up and pull down rebounds and then makes good on the second chance opportunity.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince, over to the left wing. Pass to Reed. Goes back up. He lays it in. Reed's got his first points in this one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Outside Williams.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Minnesota leading by 7. Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks it to Prince. Back to Anderson. Williams with the steal. Inside and stolen by Prince. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Noel passes to Prince. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Now the pass to Anderson. Comes up empty down low. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Conchar. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Williams. It's hauled in by Noel. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Here's Anderson. He's guarded by Williams. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Noel. Misses from close range. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Up top, Reed. Passes it to Noel. And Anderson has it in the corner. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Green. The kick out to Anderson. Pocket 4. No shot that time, not on target. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Up and in on the way. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. And it's close, but didn't get on balance quick enough.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Conchar pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It's Williams with the drive. Jones, the pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Clark, and he uses the glass on the lane.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Anderson, a screen on Jones. McLaughlin. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams kicks to Jones. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Jones. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Prince.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Good work there as it goes.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 3. And time for the short break and stay. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Russell against Morant.
With long arms and great footwork, John Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. To take the lead. Out to Morant. Gets some room on the right wing, and the bucket's good. Morant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies. Russell passes to Towns. Outside, Russell. Back to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And it's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Brooks with no one around. A 3-pointer, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. to the wing on the left. Here's McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And stolen by Russell. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And the dunk by Towns.
Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Jackson finds Adams. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total shape. Good luck trying to stop him now.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lane.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim. Put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The pass to McDaniels. Kicks to Gobert. And he lays it straight in. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Looking to end the run. And finish off by Morant.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Towns kicks to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns with 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Three-pointer. No good on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
John Morant. First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:10 left in the game. Bane against Edwards. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Minnesota.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Morant. Can't connect from short range. And so the Timberwolves take the win. All right, David, thank you.
Lineups out there tonight, Norris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench. And some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now here's Jackson. Leonard for three. Kicks it to George. There's the triple. They shoot again. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The kick out to Morris. 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the three. A rebound by Jackson. On the wing, Bain. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Here's Bain. Outside for Moran. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars. Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Inside, here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Jackson against Moran. And then Moran with the jam.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. The kick out to Morris. From deep. Drills it from deep.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Here's Moran. Outside Bain. Oh, George with a steal. Morris with it. Jackson in his pocket. And the jam by George.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Outside Moran. Outside Bain. Back to Moran. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson, pass to Zubac. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant. Jackson with a screen on Jackson to the inside. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Morant.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Now here's Jackson looking for his first basket still in this one. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Jackson for three. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the three. Adams grabs the miss. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
To the middle. And here they come. George passes to Morris. Here's Jackson. Morris outside. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis trailing here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Outside Bane. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Jackson down low. Morris passes to George. That'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers ahead. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Skijesss team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Jackson right side. Morris passes to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now Morant. And here's Adams. Morant finds Adams. Morant, he's open. Misses off the right iron.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Dive for it. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Brooks outside. Zubac with the steal. George with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Morris. Out to Leonard from the arc. Morris, they get the rebound. Leonard passes to George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now called Memphis. George has gone 2 of 5 tonight.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Outside Bain, his first shot coming late. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
He was all alone on that one. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. No good on the three. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. 1:56 left in the second. Kicks it out to Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Morant with it. Blocked! Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Back to Adams. 3 on the clock. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Offline with a 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And that'll be Memphis' ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Here's Bain. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Jackson on the wing, hounded by Morant. Zubac's shot is off. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Bain kept alive.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Well, the Clippers shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Jackson against Morant. Jackson outside. Morris down low. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to...
Allie, as always, thank you. said, in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executed.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5. Jones misses. Well, the Clippers shooting just 35% from the floor. Pass to Batum on the wing man. The kick out to Wall. Off target from three-point range. Memphis trailing here. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
And stolen by Williams. Pass to Clark. Soft touch off the glass. Clark's gotten his first points in this one.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Jones against Wall. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Powell in the post. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Covington no good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Williams passes to Jones. Back to Williams. Pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Green. For the lead. The shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Wall, the pass to Batum. And stolen by Clark. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Conchar. Oh, Covington with a block.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Pass to Wall. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Memphis, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Outside Jones. Left side Green. Williams in the post. Working on Covington. Here's Conchar. And another miss by Memphis. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
A minute 53 left in the third. Wall against Jones. Trying to get back on track. And stolen by Clark. On the attack, Green. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Jones, the pass to Green. Here's Clark. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The free throw drops for Clark. The Clippers trail. Up top Wall. Defended by Jones. And stolen by Clark. Williams against Covington. Here's Jones. Oh, sweet move.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
That's good from Covington on the assist from Wall.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
Jones with the ball. Checked by Wall. Pass to Green. Back to Conchar. Outside for Green. Here's the three. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Batum pass to Covington. And stolen by Williams. To the paint. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair on Robert Covington.
13 foul. At the line for the Grizzlies.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Tipped. Morris for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Morris has got 9 points.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Grizzlies out in front, up 2. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jackson pass to Zubac. In the air. Another shot. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Moran with it. Jackson in his pocket. From deep Bade. And no good. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Oh, and Jackson with the block. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Moran. Outside Bain. Outside for Moran. Shot clock at 6. The teardrop. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Leonard passes to George. And George with the jam.
Excellent job reading the defense. Not content to go to that perimeter game. Paul George inside. Nice.
Outside Moran. Outside Bain. The 3 is up. The Clippers grab the miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Outside Moran. Pass to Jackson. That one no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Ooh, Leonard throws it down.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He is not happy about their perimeter play at either end. They're getting killed with the free ball both ways. He said it's a battle they can't lose if they want to come out of here with the win.
Allie, thank you.
Just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Moran against Jackson. George outside. From deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And here's Morant outside. On target from range.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Zubac with a screen on Morant. Jackson pass to Zubac. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Morant comes up empty down low.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Zubac finds Leonard. Morris outside from the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep, Morant missing again. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Morris with it. He's picked up by Adams. Jackson against Morant. Jackson pass to George. Takes a three. A rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. From deep, Bane. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. George passes to Zubac. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Outside Bane fires the three. Yeah! And he's brought to within 2 points now.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
George passes to Jackson. Clock at 6. Now here's George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to jump it over. George passes to Leonard. It's good!
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. With the late victory, they upset.